Care workers in Canada. This is your urgent update on the new Caregiver pilot program opening on March 31st, 2025. Hi, my name is Jhoey and I'm from Migrant Workers Alliance for Change. This week, I met with the Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada to get the latest details on the new program. So some of the details were made clear, but not everything. They keep on releasing information bit by bit, and some of the information is not even in their website yet. This is very frustrating, and this is already causing so much stress and anxiety to migrants. Consultants and migrants are also taking advantage of migrants because of this lack of information. Sign up on our form in our website to get free updates when more information is made available. Here's what they told me about the Home Care Worker Immigration Pilot Stream for Workers in Canada, or Stream A. There are 3 eligibility requirements you must meet. Number 1, residency. Number 2, immigration status. And number 3, either work experience or education. I will explain those first, and if you meet these 3 eligibility requirements, then you must arrange for 3 other things: English or French language test, education accreditation, and job offer. I will explain those next. So let's start with the main eligibility. Number 1, residency. You must be currently in Canada to apply. Number 2, immigration eligibility. The 2 types of immigration status that are able to apply are either you have a valid work permit or have an authorization to work under the Caregiver program, Temporary Foreign Worker program, or postgraduate work permit. Or you may be able to apply through for people with expired status, but the government did not say exactly who is included in non-status. What they did say was, if your work permit expired under the Caregiver program, Temporary Foreign Worker program, or postgraduate work permit, you may be able to apply. But if you are a refugee claimant, a refused refugee claimant, IRCC said you will not be able to apply. If you were a tourist and didn't switch to a work permit, IRCC said you will not be able to apply. If you are on a study work permit which expired, IRCC did not say if you can or cannot apply. This is unfair. Why are the migrants excluded from this program? If you want to get updates, please go to our website linked below and give us your information, and we will be in touch. Number 3, work experience or education. First, let me explain that you can use one or the other. So if you choose to use work experience, you must have at least 6 months of recent and relevant work experience in home child care or home support worker by the time that you apply in March 31st. This can be inside or outside Canada, and it should fall under the NOC codes 44100, home child care providers, or 44101, home support workers. If you don't have work experience, you must at least have 6 months diploma or certificate in a relevant field. IRCC has not said what they mean by recent or relevant, so we don't know exactly which work or education experience will be counted. Sign up on our website to get the latest information when the program launches. If you meet these 3 eligibility requirements, you have to move quickly and get your other requirements because the program opens on March 31st, 2025, and you need to have this by then. That means you need to do a language test, get your education accredited, and get a job offer. So for a language test, you must take a language test of either English or French and get scores of at least CLB level 4. So for English test, you can either take International English Language Testing System, or IELTS, or Canadian English Language Proficiency Index Program, or CELPIP. This would cost you between $322 to $352 before taxes for IELTS and $290 plus taxes for CELPIP. Once you have taken the test, it takes 3 to 5 days to get the results according to their websites, but sometimes it takes longer. So for French language test, you can either take TEF Canada or TCF Canada. Both would cost about $390 and will take 15 business days to get the results. Remember that you need this done by March 31. Book a test, see when the next available test spot is near you, or check the different websites because one may have an option sooner. So for tips, you can check out their websites for practice or mock tests. You can also search YouTube for videos that gives you tips on how to study and how to pass the test. And also go to our blog post and get the links and other informations where you can book the exam. For education, you must have a high school diploma or higher that is accredited in Canada. To do an accreditation, you must go to an agency, and the fastest one is World Education Services or WES, which usually takes 2 weeks to get the results and cost about $256. There are other agencies. Go to our website or our blog post to see which one is best for you. To do an accreditation, choose from one of the organizations, create an account, submit a request and the documents, and pay the fees required. Remember that you must have the result by March 31. Education accreditation is usually valid for 5 years, but from the date of the issue. So if your results have expired, check which agency you applied it to or had it assessed, and you may be able to renew it and pay a lower fee instead of applying for a new one. Only 3 of the 5 agencies offer this service. A job offer letter is mandatory. So this means you must get a job offer form signed by your employer. So you will need to talk to your employers or prospective employers to get the form filled out and signed by both of you and your employer. The form must say that you are working or offered minimum 30 hours of work per week, and it must be in-home. The offer must be outside of Quebec. And again, this must be done by March 31. If you have more questions about who can provide a job offer, sign the form in our website. Here is the biggest problem. As I explained, you must have all the eligibility requirements by the time you submit the application on March 31. It may take weeks to get your language test results and education, so there is no time to lose. And only 2,750 applications will be accepted for each of the 2 streams. And each stream includes 2 categories, that is childcare and elderly care and people with high medical needs. If you don't apply in time and don't have all the requirements by the time 2,750 applications are made, you have to wait an entire year, which could mean losing status, losing work, and your children aging out. This results in more family separations. This is why we have asked the government to remove the applications cap. This is all very frustrating. We fought hard and won this program, yet many of our fellow migrants are still excluded. And the government still hasn't provided us with enough details, causing caregivers to be taken advantage of. Take action. Share this video, go to our website, and sign up to make sure that you receive the latest information for free as soon as it becomes available. Whatever happens on March 31st, we will keep fighting for permanent resident status and equal rights for all. Join us. United, we are stronger.